when it came time to for Christmas Eve and for New Year's Eve, we got attacked. You know, it's one of those things that you were just, oh, hopefully it'll be a slow night, and it started as a slow night. But then again, that's when we learned you don't want things to start off slow, because then it gets worse. You know, so we were pretty much done for the day. We were back in our rooms, and all of a sudden, bass alarms go off, and you hear all these explosions, and it's like, oh, crap, you know. I was 17 when I joined. I was fresh out of high school. I was my first semester in Pierce. Actually, the recruiter got me from Pierce. You know, I always knew I was going to be a doctor. I always wanted to be a veterinarian, and I always knew this field was for me. But at the same time, I wanted something different on the side. I've always been that type of person to do more than one thing. You know, I just didn't take into consideration, because I was so young, the fact that I was going to be pulled out of school a couple of times and you know, do more in the Marines, do more in the reserves than what I thought.
He said he wanted to be a veterinarian since he was a little boy, since he was in kindergarten. I used to mess around with him. I would call him Crazy Veterinarian.
I like to get messy. You know, I don't want to alarm people, but sometimes it does get bloody in the surgery room, and I think that's cool. Some people don't like that. You know, it's awesome. You know, especially when you start taking stuff out of this, you know, the abdomen, and you're like, the doctor's like, here, hold this. So it's cool. Yeah, but I enjoy it. I enjoy my two different lives, because it's two completely different lives. You know, I hear I'm a nice guy. I'm not saying I'm not a nice guy, I'm a Marine, but you know, when you're in uniform, you have authority, and you're supposed to uphold that authority. So I'm not, you know, it's just two completely different lives. You know, being Marine and not being active duty, and coming out here to do this. You know, you just gotta have a lot of compassion to work in veterinary medicine. And you have to be very understanding. So I'm glad I had that experience. But in the Marines, it's all tough. It's you know, tough luck or well, too bad type of a situation. You know, and you have to uphold that. You have to be like that. You know?
You know what? This country always is in war. I don't want you to go to the Marines, you know, just because they're gonna give you, you know, money for your college. Let's see what I can do, you know, and I give you college. But if you wanna do for because you wanna get the college money, you know, don't do it. And I say no, but I'm enrolled because I like it. I wanna be a Marine. And I say, okay, that's your decision. Go ahead. This is one of the most hard part, you know, when they are in the war, you know, because at least 2-3 days and he don't give a call to us, you know.
Yeah, I was telling her not to listen to the media, you know, on TV, you know, the news. They will focus on, you know, negative, and that's all she's gonna see, you know. That's all she's gonna start thinking, you know. But it's hard because sometimes I would call home and she's, you know, as soon as she would see me, it was me on the other line, she would, you know, start crying or something. So then it's hard for me, but I'm sure it's harder for them back home. You know, and I'm just grateful that they support me in their understanding of what I do. Because, like my parents said, they didn't like the idea that I wanted to join the Marines when I was 17, because the fact that I joined when I was underage, I had, you know, the Marine Corps had them sign for me. So they didn't like that idea. And then, you know, afterwards, me being deployed, you know, twice, this being my second time, you know, they're not, you know, happy. But I'm just grateful that they support me in my endeavors and what I do.
We make a party, you know, we receive, you know, we went to the church, you know, before we get home, you know, to say thanks God, you know, for bringing me back my son.
Honestly, it's great. You come home and the whole family is there welcoming you. You know, you see your old friends again, and
spend time together. My family likes to party. They will find any excuse to throw a party. And so me coming back is an excuse to have like 5 parties, like consecutively.
Yeah, I don't plan on making a career out of the Marines. I'm just glad I did my time, and I'm gonna have two tours under my belt, so it's not too bad the way I see it. And I'm still young, I'll be going to vet school at about the median age that they have out there. Usually vet school students are about 30. I'll be about 30 when I graduate, so hopefully. This I'm going to Afghanistan, and we don't know how it's going to be because we don't know what's the situation out there yet. We'll be briefed on that prior to us leaving. So we're just gonna have to wait and see. Hope for the best, but expect the worst. That's how it always is for us.